Hello guys, Smoky Ducky here, and today I'm going to be showcasing my 5-piece strikers build. This has been heavily requested. I've finally got 5 pieces that I've wanted to showcase. They're not 268 optimization just yet, but we're on the road there guys. So let's get into the video today. How this is going to work is how it always works. Have a look at our weapons, equipped gear, and then finish off on the character stats. So straight in guys, today you're going to see that my primary weapon is a Navy MP5. Gear score of 229 with a critical hit damage of 47%. Very high damage per bullet here. You're going to see the RPM is at 800. The mag size is at 64 with the talents responsive, deadly and predatory. It's a really good weapon. I really enjoy using it. It helps me mark people with my strikers talent very quickly. If we quickly go over to the, let's just equip this properly. If we go over to the character stuff, yep, you can see it here. It's got a 17% crit hit chance with a 224% critical hit damage. Headshot damage is very low, but to be honest guys, because it's a submachine gun, I'm just going to be hitting them wherever I can, because many people in the dark zone anyway, they just tend to run away. And the next weapon we're going to be having a look at here guys is the M1A. So I have a 204 one at the moment with deadly, vicious and skilled. I love using the talent of skilled because in between engagements I can just go over to enemies, headshot them and get my signature skill back if I've already used it. Usually if I'm in a group of 4 I will be running the tactical link, so that's the one that gives you extra damage, and then in between engagements I'll be headshotting off enemies and yeah, helping my team out that way. If we have a look at the character stats for this weapon now, you're going to see that the critical hit chance of my M1A is at 16.5%, my critical hit damage is at 139%, and my headshot damage is at 237%. When this thing crits, and I mean, well, it does a lot, it is very, very meaty, guys. Now, finally, onto my sidearm here is the First Wave X45. If you don't have this weapon, guys, I would highly recommend getting it. At the moment here, you can see that my sidearm DPS is at 201k. The game is not glitched, guys. That's how powerful this thing really is. And the talents it has at the moment are expert and proficient. I would like to change proficient to probably something else, and I will be doing that very soon. So if we go over to our gear now, we're going to see that for the striker's harness, I have a 240 piece with a okayish stamina roll for a 240. Health on kill is very good here, and you're going to see also if I scroll all the way down here, you're going to see that I have the set bonus of 5. So everything is active at the moment for strikers. Now we go to the mask. The mask is a 268. Finally found a 268 striker's mask. It's got some exotic damage resilience in there as well. The resistance I don't really care for, and the sticky bomb not really. I'm actually really happy to just have a very high stamina roll and a striker's mask. It fits in well to the build. I would change obviously some of the attributes here and there. That's the second piece of strikers. So the third piece here is these 214 knee pads. I haven't found any better knee pads at the moment, unfortunately. I've rolled this over to firearms with a okayish armor for knee pads, a few resistances in there, and some smart cover damage resilience. Going to the fourth piece of a striker's pack. Now it's a 268 gear score, very high armor on this piece, okayish resistances I guess, and it's got first aid ally heal. That's the thing that I really want to highlight from this piece. We go to the gloves now. This is the only piece that is not strikers, and I'm using the Sentry's Cool gloves. So it gives me plus 2,316 marksman rifle damage, plus 12% damage to elites, and plus 37% critical hit damage, with the skill attributes of pulse critical hit damage. This is, yeah, this really adds to the entire build. You're going to see if I took this off and I equip something else, one of my other gear pieces, just to fill up the void, everything really changes. So this just helps to finally just optimize the builds for what it is at the moment. If we go down here to the holster, it's a striker's holster, 240, okayish armor I guess. I'd like to hit at least 1,000 on this, And the skill attributes here of the first aid ally heal is very much needed. So that's all 5 pieces for my set 5-piece bonus of strikers there. And then finally we're going to have a look at the character stats here. So you're going to see, if we go down a bit, if we go down to, here we go, combat. So I've got plus 12% damage to elites, 11% health on kill, 20% enemy armor damage. You're going to see here that I've got no skill haste and no signature skill resource gain. This is why it's very good to have skilled on one of your weapons, just so that you can get back your signature skill as quickly as possible. You're going to see that I've hit literally just over max health of 100k. My armor mitigation is maxed out as well at 75%. You're going to see down here as well that my exotic damage resilience at the moment is at 13%. It's very low, guys. I would not recommend having your exotic damage resilience this low, but for me, myself, I'm always running in a team that always has smart cover on the ground. So really, I'm not really that concerned about exotic damage resilience. Maybe if you was running around in a smaller team and you didn't have someone with a tactician's build to help you in terms of smart covers and also heals, maybe you would need more exotic damage resilience. But yeah, for this build today, guys, I'm only at 13%. You're going to see that my burn resistance here is high. It's just because of the optimized stats that I've got at the moment. Disrupt and shock resistance, and you're going to see that my scavenging as well is at 108%. So just before we finish off the video here, guys, we're going to go over to the abilities screen and just very quickly show you my pulse, because the pulse is actually what really sells the build as well. So we're going to go over here to the tactical scanner. You can see that the base is usually around 16%, but my one is at 20% critical hit chance, and the critical hit damage is usually at 32%, but mine is at 49.5%. That's just my pulse. I have other people in my my group usually that has a better pulse than the one that I do now, but it just basically ensures that we have pulse after pulse after pulse, so I'm basically doing as much damage as possible. So now if we come off this now and equip my MP5, we'll try and get it all the way up to 100%. So you can see literally just underneath all of my skills on the middle of the screen, you can see the icon starting to flash and go all the way into it. Okay, right, so we're finished here. We'll go back to the inventory screen. You can see that my DPS is slightly, yeah, it's starting to drop, but it was just over 300k for the MP5. It gets there very quickly. You know, if I land the entire mag, I should get about 60% of 100%, obviously, because there's 64 bullets in the mag. So yeah, it's a very quick weapon to get my stuff over onto, as into marking people. If we go in here, I can actually change the extended mag to a rate of fire mag. Obviously you can see that the rate of fire goes up to just over 1,000, but the mag size drops a little bit there as well. I suppose it would be very good to increase your rate of fire just to be able to tag enemies a little bit quicker with the strikers. But if you guys didn't actually know this, if you so like you fill up that meter, which is kind of hard by the way, because enemies do move around a lot, but if you manage to get it up to about, let's say 80 or 100%, and you think, oh, they've gotten a bit far away now, let me just change over to a marksman rifle, if you even try changing weapon, the buff will actually disappear. It's a bit of a shame. Maybe they might change it in the future, maybe not. But yeah, guys, that is my strikers build. So what did you guys think about it? I know that it's not heavily optimized yet, as you can probably see. Look, it's mostly 240, 214, and you know, there might be a couple of 268 pieces in there as well. What did you guys think? Leave a like rating below if you did enjoy this content. Comment down below what kind of build you want me to showcase in the next video. And as always, guys, if you're new to this space, hit that subscribe button for more content just like this. I've been Smoky Ducky, guys, and I will talk to you very soon.